And probably the best way to set up the Beck blood electrifier, I have a TENS pad here with one of those wide straps. It's just got it's a strap you can use with a buckle. You can adjust it any way you want. And I also have one on my ankle, on the opposite ankle right here. TENS pad. Now the reason I know it's got enough power, see this device? You can see the light. Here's a switch. If you turn it all the way down, the light's off. You put it in the middle, and you can put it up higher. It goes off, gets out of the range. So right smack in the middle, that light is, and the batteries are good. You can see that's the battery test light. So right smack in the middle, it's got enough electricity to work through the TENS pads. And that's a lot easier because you see this plug, and you see the TENS pad pins are right here. That's a TENS pad pin. And the TENS pads wear out after a while, but it's a lot easier to use this Beck blood electrifier while you're using TENS pad. Now, I don't want to make any kind of claims that Bob Beck did, because he's basically full of it, but this thing is still a useful device. Right now I'm running on 10 hertz. And with the harmonics, it goes to 30 hertz, which is the weed frequency, the marijuana frequency. So that's kind of cool. I always like 10 hertz and 4 hertz the best on this. 40 hertz should actually be 47 hertz, in my opinion, because that would be healing and regeneration. This is what this thing basically seems to do. It seems to improve your oxygen uptake, your nutrient uptake, and with 4 hertz, it's healing and regeneration. Power Zapper has a 3.915, half the Schumann Earth frequency, and a 4 hertz setting with positive offset. But somehow I've noticed a little more energy boost, and it's my subjective opinion, but I think I'm the only one that's really testing these devices that much. A little more energy boost using the Beck blood electrifier with the 4 hertz. And it might be because it's using around 31 volts AC versus, 9.5 to 10.5 volts DC positive offset. That might be the difference. Either one works. But this seems to give you better energy faster. But, it doesn't, in my opinion, it doesn't knock out anywhere near the same amount of microbes as like a positive offset frequency generator or like a Power Zapper or something like that type. But it is useful. It is useful. And the easiest way to wear it is with these TENS pads instead of those electrodes and stuff. I go from one wrist to the opposite ankle. So if it's on the right wrist, I go to the left ankle. If it's on the left wrist, I go to the right ankle. And it's pretty simple. That's the way I like it. Makes it a lot easier to use. So that's a good tip. This cord with these pins, sold on eBay someplace. So you just plug it in here, regular headphone jack. I think it's 2.5 millimeter. It's got the pins. You buy the TENS pads. The TENS pads plug into the pins. You don't really need these straps, but it holds them in place really good so they don't fall off. Even after you reuse them a bunch of times. And these straps, they used to be available at Walmart, but I'm sure they're on eBay. It's just a buckle that threads through the strap, and you can adjust it any which way you want. So, makes it a lot easier to use this.